for the star, you're gonna go ahead and just grab the end of your string and tie a knot. I like to start the loop in the air. So you have this kind of thing, and then you can pick any nail you want. And what we're going to do first is we are going to wrap it around and around and around the nails, just like so. And then for these ones, I'll show you a little trick. You can sort of go and do a bloop, but then hold it tight or else that'll happen. That was not planned. So you can have this hand follow, or if you are right-handed, it'll be switched. I am left-handed, so I usually do it this way. Let me go ahead and do it. So then after that, we're gonna start doing a crisscross, and eventually you'll understand it ends up looking like an X. So front to back, left to right, just back and forth. So you have a diagonal line going between each. Can you see that? A little hard to see, but look, right there. It's going sideways. So you're gonna go and do that crisscross through each of these. And this helps give it a nice, strong border that pops, especially when we do the other half of it, which you'll see. Use your fingers and go around those corners. Sometimes you have to wrap around the nail completely. And then, oops. Actually, here, let me back up. If this ever happens to you, it's okay. It is a little frustrating sometimes, but I didn't pay attention. So make sure if you do have a loop that kind of falls off, that you fix it before you go farther, or else it might unravel the whole pattern. There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna start over with our crisscross, back and forth, back and forth. Here, I'll go a little faster, try and catch up basically. You can hold it like this, you can have it flat on the table, whatever feels comfortable. I usually end up doing a mix of everything, just depends on the day. Okay, so we are just wrapping and wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. And then after this, we are almost back. There we go. And for this design, it looks like we can just continue going, and you are just going to be making the opposite side. So what that means is right here, you have it going just this way, but when you go twice, it's one going this way and one going this way. So it looks like an X. Let's see if that focuses for you guys. Okay, so you see you have the X right there. That's a little better with my finger underneath it. Okay, and then so we're gonna do this all the way around and finish that. So it's a crisscross, crisscross. And then after that, we're gonna do the inside border. And these parts are completely optional, especially if you have little kids that you're doing this with. And sometimes it's just not as fun. So this is completely optional, and if anything, you can do it at the end as well. I like teaching it in the beginning because it is easier to see, usually with different colored string too. But it's easier to see the steps in the X before you start filling in the center. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go back the way we came and wrapping around the nail heads. Remember to hold the string tight. And then we're going to end up with it on either side. So see, it just gives it a different look. This is thicker, and then this is thinner, especially if you only do the outside just once, then it's super thin. So that is why it is completely optional, and you can definitely do this at the end. At the end you'll see, but I usually put the outer border again just for fun. And that really crisps it up and gives it a sharp outline. Makes it fancier, finished looking, all of that. But again, with the kids especially, don't worry about it. They will live, it will be fine, it will be beautiful and sparkly no matter what. And we're back. All right, so now here comes the fun part. Now we're gonna go ahead and start filling in the center. So what you're gonna do is you can either fully wrap or you can just kind of loop it, if that makes sense. I usually just loop it and then every now and then I do a full wrap just to sort of secure it as I go. And there is no real way that you have to do this. I usually do it crisscross to begin, a few different directions, and then I'll start going just kind of crazy all over the place. But look how sparkly. Oh, that's so pretty. And then you can kind of use your finger to tuck it here. Yeah, well, pretty soon they have to get out and do some homework. All right. Are you guys done? Bring in the food, please. Get your towels. Uh-oh. Charlie, you want to give them the towels on the bed? All right, Charlie will bring you out some towels. So nice of her. So yeah, we just take like one at a time if they're too heavy. Thank you, Charlie. Aw, that's nice of you. Make sure you tell Charlie thank you. And push it down as you go as well. And you're just going to keep going and going until and so it's just going to keep getting filled in the more you do it. I'm just going to start looking sparkly. And for this, I don't paint it just so you guys can see what it looks like with the plain wood. But it is so fun before you put in the nails or do any of it. If you read your instructions, you can see you can paint the wood slice. Imagine if this was like black behind it, it would really pop. Or you could do a green or red or white. All of them would just really make the gold stand out so much more.
Where do I put the trash?
I'm in the trash can. Well, here, dry off and then see if you can put them on the island, everything on the island, and then we'll worry about it in a bit.
Okay.
All right. So there we have it. And then we can do, again, this part is optional. Sometimes I like to go around the outside edge one more time, just to sort of clean it up. Sometimes it gives it that crisper look too. Go ahead, yep, swimming tomorrow. Now we're gonna go ahead and, just like in the beginning, tie the double knot. So if you have a lot of extra string, go ahead and trim it. And you're gonna go ahead and just hold it tight so it doesn't unravel as best you can. Tie your knot in the air is what is easier. Put your finger on the nail to hold it in place. And pull and tighten. It's okay. So we do a couple just to be safe. And then with all of this extra, just gonna, like in the beginning, clip it off, find it. Okay. And there we have it, a cute little star. And go ahead and add your little ribbon and you are good to go.